I'm back. I'm back. We here. I'm back. We in the zone. We are doing this again. We are back at the home, the hot headquarters over on 99. What got us to partner? We back doing it. I feel at home again. I feel like back. And we're gonna change some things up, and the mic gonna sound better, and everything gonna sound good, and everything's gonna sound great, and everything's gonna be good. There's something that touched my heart today, and I want to go over it. I want to do this on the main channel too, because I want to have a real discussion amongst my friends, and you are my friends. Usually this be on the sports channel. We ain't got as many friends over there, but if y'all want to, y'all go follow the sports channel. I want to talk about today. Of course, I want to talk about today. Prime time, allegedly. This is before. I know this video gonna go after the game, and it's supposed to be announced already. Leaving for Colorado. And I want to get this off. I want to make sure everybody knows that how I feel. I'm not mad, right? I can't be mad. It's another grown man decision. Can't be mad at another grown man decision. But can I say I'm disappointed in a way? Not really. Not even at Dion. I'm proud of Dion. I'm happy for Dion. I want Dion to be very successful. I'm disappointed in society. I'm disappointed in us. I'm disappointed in our outlook at life, right? And I might one day become a hypocrite to this, and I hope not, because I don't know how life will change you. I don't know what levels of life can change a man. We seen what happened with Kanye. But I want to have this legit discussion. Not even about Dion Sanders. Like I said, it's not even about Dion, but it's literally how I feel about the situation. So it is about Dion, but it's not, right? Because you can also say I felt this way when BET was sold. You can also say this way when networks were made and they had on the rise with Will Smith, and then all of a sudden it was bought by some other group. You can always feel this way when you can hear the words, well, let's say it, white people can do it. Like the goal is always to be and be able to do what white people do. Per se. Yes, doing what white people can do. Why? Because this is the whole situation, right? You always want to, in capitalistic society, you always want to grow and go and build and be able to get more. And the more capital you have, the more power you have, the more influence you have. Because we know the other road is a lot harder because you don't have the same funds, you don't have the same opportunities, you don't have the same thing. And of course, if I get it and if I go down that road, I will of course get enough funds to be able to really do the change I want to do. I might even go back, you know what I mean? You never really go back, but you never really do something. You don't see a new BET, you don't see a new program, they just keep working for the same, or even richer people than they did before. And they keep making their money, then they get too old to do it, and then they made the money. So even if the intention is well intentioned, you really never built, right? For those that don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know how you click this video, but Dion Sanders is going to Colorado. Would I feel better if he went to Auburn? Yes, 100%. Because I feel like that opportunity was too much to rise, which goes to my conclusion on this. Dion did a A-tier job for Jackson State. You really, outside of one tier, can't ask for anything else. I'm happy he came. I enjoyed him. I loved him. It was amazing. What he did for that city was spectacular. But he didn't change the SWAC. These were his words. And these were his expectations. I really didn't expect it. Most of you didn't expect it. But he didn't change the SWAC. Because the SWAC Jackson State will be in a way better position than it was. Funds wise, money wise, the city will be blessed. But at the end of the day, the same people that put in that situation will still be there. And you'll probably win a lot of games. But you didn't change the SWAC. The SWAC still gonna be the SWAC. The degree of player will go down. It would have not probably been not a chance to beat a Power 5. You didn't change it. And the reason I say you didn't change it is because you chose to go to Colorado. Right? Like, you don't choose like, oh my God, I'm working with Microsoft. I chose to work with the better company up the road that's not black owned, but I get paid a lot more money in my life, a lot more comfortable, which is normal, right? I'm not criticizing it. I'm just disappointed when you have something for us and we seem to never hit on what's for us. We always want what everyone else has as a source of gold, right? And it's just me running through my head early in the morning after not eating breakfast and thinking that. And I'm like, why do we always give up on us? We always say they provide a better opportunity in a way. It is more money, more cash, more capital. Your life will be very much comfortable. Your kids, your generational wealth. And I'm for it. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. Like I said, my real question is, why come we can't never build for ourselves anymore? Because every time we do, we get offered a lot of money and we go to it, which I'm not mad at still. Again, I will repeat, I'm not upset at that, because I completely understand it's very valid. And you probably should, and common sense will tell you should, because it is a lot of risk in that, right? It's a lot of risk. A lot of risk. Let me say it again. A lot of risk. I'm gonna have to say risk. Risk. This simple time, I'm complete now. But there's a lot of risk in it. It's a lot of thought that goes into it. A lot of fear. Because if I decided not to take this, and I only get paid the minimum because the job is not a high paying job, it's not the greatest job in the world, I could risk losing a lot, right? And I'm just saying this in form because I don't want to sound bitter or angry, because I am. I am very excited for what Dion did. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. But this is more of a talk to black people in general. A talk to people who always look for the opportunity to move on and be like, they did it. Why do I have to work harder when they don't? I'm like, because their grandparents built it. Their grandparents built it on the back of, for the most part, for a lot of these people, that's free labor. They got free labor from black people through slavery and Jim Crow. We helped build it. They took advantage of it. Now their kids enjoy the spoils. The kids enjoy it, and all the kids enjoy the spoils. The colleges get more money because back in the day they were more prestigious than HBCU because the states would never fund HBCU. We even have to thank Trump for making the HBCU payments every year legitimate. Didn't expect to say thank you, Trump, in a video about Dion Sanders, right? You get that. They wouldn't even fund us yearly. They had to vote to fund us like every year, every 2 years. I forgot what it was. So even Trump in this situation even made it where it's permanent. Whereas every other school get funded by states and everything heavy, Jackson State gotta suffer. Alcorn gotta suffer. This in Nevada gotta suffer. And that's why I say, did it change this way? No, it didn't. He did bless it a lot though. And that's my conclusion on this. Did he change it? No. The SWAC gonna be the SWAC still. So you can understand why the guy from Alabama State be like, you not SWAC, I'm SWAC. I'm gonna be here. But you not Dion. And that comes, like I said, it always came with a personal jealousy. I'm SWAC, I'm not gonna leave here. But could you leave here? Like, so that's always the problem with that. Dion gonna have opportunities, he gonna always have opportunities. How could he have trained the SWAC? What could he have done, Trevor, before you get out of here? Tell me, what could you have done if he could have beat a Power 5 team? Which he still has a chance to do. I don't know how it's going to work. I hope they give him opportunity to do this, because maybe that could be a change, right? Maybe that could be the start of a change. So, but I don't know if they're going to do it this year. I hope they will. I hope they give Jackson State a shot to go against a legit Power 5 team. Not a mid-major, a legit Power 5. Be interesting if it was somebody like Colorado. They want to be messy. But if he does that, he beats a Power 5, I can see a potential change. Now, if he did it during a regular season and they scheduled and they beat let's say a Kentucky or something, I don't know if they could beat Kentucky, but if they could beat like a Vanderbilt and legit, make it legit, I think it could be a change. I think it could. However, he didn't change the SWAC. If that doesn't happen, he didn't change it. He just made everybody's life a little better, right? And for that, I'm thankful. I am happy. So what grade would I give Dion one last time? An A. And Dion, I want to say I thank you for what you did for Jackson. That city needed something for a long time. And like I said, this video not even about you. This is a video about how we all move in general. How one day I hope that can change. How one day I hope that we can build something and that generations can take it, right? That the next black person could just take what I built and grow it. Rather than I start to build something, I do good for it. I bless it, I make it amazing, and then I move on. And it's a blessing, but I don't think it changed. It's still gonna be peered as the same old SWAC. Because as you saw on ESPN, all the black people like, you move on. Skip Bayless was the only one that said, I hope he don't move on because I think he can do more for the SWAC. But all the black people, I hope he move on to a better job. Every successful black person called it a better job. You should move on because it's a better job. And that's not even a Dion. This is because everyone says it. Common sense says it's a better job. I'm not mad at you because of course it's a better job. You should take it. But at the same time, I'm like, that lightning in the bottle. How many times you get that lightning in the bottle? And Dion at Jackson State was that lightning in the bottle for the SWAC school. And then that lightning went away. And you got blessed from the lightning. The lightning bring you a lot of energy. The lightning bring you power. It bring you energy. Your lights was on. The school was blessed. It did amazing things. A tier blessings and greatness you did at Jackson State. But the only reason I can say I'm disappointed is because that lightning in the bottle could have changed the whole entire SWAC. Not saying he didn't bless the SWAC. He did. He did things. They got money, funds that they would never got. The city was blessed. So I'm not mad. I'm proud. I'm happy. I want him to be successful. But I'm more disappointed in how we view what we have versus what other groups have. And not even like a separatist thing. It's just like, oh, this black-owned company can't pay me, but I'm doing an amazing job, and if we grow, I can help it grow. But that company over there paid me 3 times as much. We all should consider going to that company, right? It makes sense. But if I built this would be ours, right? And most of us, if we being honest, that's why I say I might even be a hypocrite one day. Overall 99 meters is mine. And I might even sell it one day, which I hope not to. This is my baby. But if that job pays me billions of dollars and I'm only making 50 million, 100 million, or in the case the job pay you 500,000, but they paying you 10 million, normal people, only a fool wouldn't take that. So I'm not mad. I'm happy for them. I'm disappointed because it's always the same thing, right? And like I said, it would even feel better if he would have went to the SWAC. I mean, not the SWAC. If he would have went to the SEC. Why? Because the SEC won the school from the SWAC. That sound better, right? It sounds better than Colorado won the school from the SWAC. Some people even argue, actually I don't know if it's true, that Jackson State could have beat Colorado. They couldn't beat Auburn. They couldn't beat the Texas A&M. They couldn't beat one of the SEC schools, or Big Ten schools, or big ACC schools. They couldn't beat them. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't beat a Florida State, but Colorado. So at the end of the day, he chose a small Colorado school over the SWAC. Congrats on the upgrade. Blessings to you. I hope you get that Florida State job or whatever other job you get after you go to Colorado and prove that a black man can coach. I'm rooting for you. But dang, I wanted the SWAC to win. Who SWAC? Peace. Don't miss you, my boy. Hope to get that interview one day.